Hold on! Leash lean in a little bit. Our shoulders are almost touching.
I want to work with the no 200X. I want to work with the no 200X. No, I'm going to work with the no, I'm going to work with the.
Oi, oi, oi. Baka. Oi, oi.
Oh, bro.
Sound production, take 2.
Oi, oi, oi. Bad.
Okay, that's a wrap.
I did it because I like it. Hell, I love it. I'm saying, I'm just itching. I'm itching to do it again. And you think what? You think you're gonna send me to a nut house? Some doctor, they're gonna get me to stop from doing what I want to do? Well, that ain't happening.
What's that?
What's that?
Boogalakabu, welcome back into a new video. Yo, today we got Doki.
Shut up, bitch.
I ain't gonna lie, I might jump off. So apparently, between these 4 girls, one of them was going to be my girlfriend, and I get to choose who I want to be my girlfriend. Now I'm going to pick things over time, or I'm going to like pick activities or pick certain words over time, or like just do certain things to choose out of these 4 girls. And basically, this shouldn't be hard, you know, for a player like me. Y'all gotta understand, like, I get women daily. It's hard, like it's kind of getting hard to get women off me because I'm just so much of a dream man that every woman want to be. Hey, move, bro. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Come on, dude. Why you gotta be here, bro? But I'm pretty sure that this is the first video that I did that's gonna have a lot of reading. So I'm gonna try my best to put on a voice. You know what I'm saying? For each female character, I'm gonna try my best to put on a voice. I'm gonna try my best to try to make it interesting because, you know, I don't really have like an attractive like reading voice, I guess you could say. But I'm gonna try my best to make it interesting. I'm gonna try my best to voice act. And yeah, based on these 4 girls that we see right now, if we had to choose which girl we want to date, talk to me.
So, will it be Bachelorette number 1, Bachelorette number 2, or Bachelorette number 3?
Hi! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sorori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Why would we run away? I would like a girl to have this type of energy around me. If I step outside, hi, you know what I'm saying? I would like that energy. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sorry catch up to me. Hi, I overslept again, but I caught up to you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, John. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, sorry. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Ja, have you decided on a club to join yet? I don't really do clubs. I'm more of the
Stop, please.
A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along whatever she's going on about. Sorry likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sounds just like me. I was talking about how I worry that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Okay. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'll die at the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Logic kind of describing me right now, though. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess. I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. But school days are ordinary, as ever, and it's over before I even know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sorry wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Okay, we getting right into it. Hello? Sorry must have came into classroom while I was spacing out. Wait, am I butchering her name wrong? I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch up to you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. If it's going to make you feel late, if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sorry. Yeah! There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sorry is a vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I will bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Me putting on this female voice, I'm actually getting airheaded right now. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. What? I dejectedly follow Sori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but generally use the third year classes and activities. Sori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Girl, Welcome to Lizard Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sorry, always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Acha, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also one who made cupcakes, according to Saori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Saori says quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comfortably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Saori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Ja. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was really the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica? Come sit down, Ja. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Saori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Saori. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens up the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Saori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing. The little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Saori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Saori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bit down. The icing is so sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Saori said, well, maybe, but not for, you know, you, dummy. All right. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sori seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel all right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'll much rather take something I'll personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Soja, what kind of things do you like to read? You know, I'm more like Harry Potter.
You lie! You lie!
Dr. Seuss. You know, Green Eggs in Hell. Red Fish, Blue Fish. Considering how little I read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is so amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds herself comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. What type of horror? I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just cute as you are. Suri slides up next to Natsuki and put her hand around her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Is she writing about what I think she's writing about? Like 50 Shades of Grey type of writing or something like that? Like, what's going on? You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzingly at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. I'm not really a good poem writer. My brain doesn't sit on one thing. That way, everyone is even. Yay! Let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us to get to know each other a little bit. I messed that up. I think it will help us get all a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, y'all? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. And what is it? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly came forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I don't know why I said mine. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Yo, why they all looking at me like that? Did I say something wrong? But oh, so y'all want me to be here? Huh? I'm actually in a position where women want me to be around? Ah! I'm living the dream!
The gang's all here.
I'm sorry, I thought... Cha... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Yes! I'm so happy! Happy. Y'all know what type of meme I'm talking about? Sorry wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assessment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we all can share. Monica looks over at me once more. Ja, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Cha, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sari, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Oh, Monica. Sweet Monica. Wait, was it somebody from SpongeBob named Monica? Will I really be happy spending every day at school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of the girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. What do I write about? What should I write about? It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, okay. I'm digging this. So who should we write a story to? Should we write a story to Monica, Natsuki, Yuri, or I forgot Sari? Yeah, Sari. Which one? I think I butchered her name. But which one should we write a poem to? Memories, skipping, horror. Ooh, Yuri says she like horror. I think with the heartbeat. So horror. I'm gonna go Rain Cloud. Please, for Yuri. Ah! Yeah! Scream! Let's go!
Approximately 10 hours later.
Hi again, Cha. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Ja. I hope this isn't overwhelming or of a commitment for you. Too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. No, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sorty told me you didn't even want to join. Sorty told me you didn't even want to join. Sorty told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan just to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth someone who keeps her manga collection in her club room. I knew it! If I clicked anime, she would have liked it. I knew it! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Ja always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. Wait, I'll help cleaning her room? How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Yo, Yuri, don't worry, Yuri, don't worry. You know what I'm saying? That's, don't worry about that. Worry about us. Yeah, don't be jealous. Worry about us. Yeah. How come? You and John can become good friends too. Sorry. As usual, Suri seems oblivious to the weird situation she's put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, sorry. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Suri made it seem like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry. Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's time for me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Yuri, is it so? Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches to a bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. What? She got me a gift out of the kindness of her heart? I should have got Yuri something. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you ever wanted. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own place. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's seated in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sorty and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but to notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki was rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. And we got the same look. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I kind of like him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me and him. Well, technically, I'm playing as myself. we like this. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I will feel bad for distracting her from reading. I mean, you can just read together. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. Oh, so we reading the same book. So that means reading buddies. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and her eyes meet for a split second. Hour. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyways? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. I said Monarch. Oh, my fault. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Omnious. Yo, I'm sorry. All right. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about the girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. What? And while her life is in danger, she needed to desperately choose who to trust. Tell me she trusted her sister. Nope, I see the vision. Her sister turns on her. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles. All of a sudden, are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Ja? No, it's not that. I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. He's selling! Why are you selling? Say you love it! Say you enjoy it! Bask in it! I hope so. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories... I read that wrong. It's that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy. I'm butchering these words, bro. My mouth can't open. That's that they believe in. When you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I said apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books or writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Don't worry about it, girl. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Nah, Don't say none. I like it when you talk a lot. I love hearing your voice. I love just sitting down and see how happy you get talking about the things that you love. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. All right, it's fine. If I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri. Game face, let's go. Game face, baby. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. My brain farted, I don't know why. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or something. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comfortable. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she is not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's against Yuri's. Then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Hold on! This is what it looks like when I'm sitting next to Yuri and we reading the book. I don't know if I can read the book. I'm morally so staring at Yuri. I don't know if I can read this book. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Yo, how do y'all read books? When I turn the page, I always have the next page ready to flip. I don't know why. But in holding it like this, we're huddled up even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. Oh, that wasn't like my fault. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. She calling me slow? It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own violation. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she's also second guesses a lot of things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of somewhat of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But ja, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about this sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poem with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. All right, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. Man, you supposed to say you was gonna read it with her. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own time. In your own time. All right, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? Siri, back away from me. Yo, Yuri, where you at, Yuri? I got something for you, Yuri. I can't wait. Suri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Siri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf, torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Siri. Siri. Yeah, go ahead, kick it to the side.
He ain't lying.
Natsuki, go ahead, kick it to the side.
He ain't lying.
You already know what we came here for. Hey, Yuri. How you doing? Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? What? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, there's a huge compliment coming from you. That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit them together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can blame for. Wait, did I read that one wrong? There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. I mean, so many different skills. Try right-clicking the text box in chat. Yay, it works. Aww, y'all want to start sending emojis now? How about y'all start sending butts? Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice. Patience. I said practice. No, practice. Yeah, practice. Why am I slow? But all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Quit yammering, my fault. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to me. Or to Natsuki. I mean, herself to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Let's see what Yuri wrote about me. Let's see if she wrote saying that I'm her dream man, and let's see what she wrote about me. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calmly. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. No. It was beautiful. I might have stumbled once or twice, but other than that, the handwriting was beautiful, magnificent. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yo, is she metagaming right now? Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Who? Huh? Who? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Ja. Really? Oh, really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. they usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to ghosts, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more Solomon? Yeah, GG's. Putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing this. I was really nervous about doing all of this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Ja. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? What? I gotta show everybody I gotta show everybody my poem. Oh, let's go. See what Natsuki got. Ja, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. I know she ain't talking to me. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I would like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you probably think it's stupid. Let me see. So she read our poem and said that we're not taking the class serious. But I'm reading this. All right. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. I feel like I just wasted my life reading this. I don't know. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. So we're lying. If they would have gave me a choice to say I like it or not, I would have said I don't like it. So I'm lying now. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all suffocating and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. I see what? But isn't it the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. I mean, all she did was state the obvious, but it got some work for it. It got some work to it. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. You know what else hits hard? Never mind, I'm not going to say it. All right. But the other nice thing another nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went to it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah. Guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I want to save Monica for last. Monica, oh sweet Monica. I want to save Monica for last. But yo, am I not tripping that Monica is from like the name is from SpongeBob? I'm not saying it's like originated from SpongeBob, but I could have sworn I heard the name Monica from SpongeBob. This is a good poem, Ja. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. It's like I said before, Ja. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying something new like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sorry. I'm not sure. Sorry seems the full picture of my motive here. Oh, it kind of do sound like I'm saying sorry. Oh. Then again, I can't deny that she's a part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. All right. I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish any? Are you trusting me to wish away any? Are you trusting me to wish away a raining day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That hit the heart. I'm gonna be honest, that poem hit the heart. That poem hit the heart. Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you weren't late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I'm not a breakfast type of guy. I said breakfast. I'm not a breakfast type of guy. I don't like eating breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Last but not least. Hey, Monica! Hi, Ja. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up things, okay? No, don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Like, she's a cute girl. Why would I not be afraid to bring it up? I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, oh, well, Monica, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Monica, don't worry, y'all. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. Great job, Ja. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it's always counts when I put some effort. When I put in some effort. I can't do the female voice. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Suri, who likes simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. Oh my gosh, yo, I'm having another malfunction in my brain. It's very challenging to write like that efficiently. My fault, my brain farted. You would definitely know, no doubt about it, okay? Both allowing people to get something out of it just by the feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuisance. It can take years of patience. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Jesus! Amen. Sure, I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about it. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I really can't do the laugh. Radical. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the way you know. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. See the direction the spackle produces. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a flim left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retainers, already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. It was too deep. Don't worry guys, I'm bad soon. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't locking in. I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Oh, okay. That was a nice little poem. So what do you think? Can I click space to like go? Oh, I can click space. Oh my gosh, that's so much better. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's it. A lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between the words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out stronger. Maybe after everyone is better, maybe after everyone is better being friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for the mediocre writing abilities. Even if they were just being nice, there's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up going into myself. Across the room, Sari and Monica are happy and chatting. My eyes laid upon Yuriki and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective read-perspective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. You're so cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who already liked it. Which people did, by the way. Suri liked it, and Ja did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Ja liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he is impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not right. Yeah. You just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Ja appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Ladies. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Ja started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more efficient, then this would have happened in the first place. What's the point in making it your poems all convolitude for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain to her, y'all. I ain't helping explain nothing to my wife. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep, expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most efficiently. Avoiding them is not the only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, y'all? Trust me, baby. I understand it. Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's how it's gonna, that's gonna be. So of course that's gonna be. But let's go, Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. It's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a essentially talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding me? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being deficient only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It will spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from her desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem in her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chain buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her in the chair I gingerly approach her and sit in the absent chair. Sigh. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, all right, I believe you. Thanks, y'all. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. And it's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind. I'm going to go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'll say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. Cha, how about you? Yeah, I'll say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everybody. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. What? And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I gotta write another poem? I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impersonating those I want to impress. I'm impressing those I want to impress. I say impersonating. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Ja, ready to walk home? You know it. Sure, let's go. Sori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sorry, what about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? Nah, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's it. I mean, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Ja, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. So, it looks like Sori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? I like the way you think. We'll just have to see what the future holds us, Sori. I pat Sori's on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her. But it's easy to use Sori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this.